Hi guys, this is Renaissance Man. I wanted to show you some before and after photos before we get to the presentation on the condition of the guitar and what needed to be replaced. As you can see, it had a lot of old rusted. Hey guys, it's Renaissance Man. I got a new thing for you. This is my Lotus guitar my sister gave me, and I've been wanting to do a review on this for some time. The story of this guitar is my sister had a good friend that was a guitarist and died some years ago, and this guitar had been sitting for quite a long time and it was in really bad shape and it needed some TLC, and so I replaced these are new pickups. These are called Phat Screamers. You can see them, the cream colored zebra pickups I bought and put in this guitar. They are made by a company called Dragonfire that I'm impressed with. The pickups are very affordable. I think it was between $30 and $40 for the pickups. If you get the covers, it's like $42. And I just didn't want to spend $300 on new pickups for this guitar. And then this, I replaced the bridge. The bridge and tailpiece were all rusted out, and I replaced them from Guitar Fetish. And had some issues with Guitar Fetish at first. They didn't send me everything, and finally they came through and sent all the parts. So these are new, the bridge and the tailpiece, and the tuners. These are new tuners as well, because the tuners I had were all rusted out. And then there was a really good tech I had do a setup and install all this, and then I redid the wiring as well. So I have some pictures I'll upload with all the old wiring. It was shot to hell. So the guitar was in really bad shape and needed all these parts put in. And now it sounds really good. So, you know, it's got some pretty good distortion, you know, if I do. And I'm running this through my PV6505 amp. So oh, that's too long. I have to turn that down so it's and it does, this Phat Screamer is really like, this is a mahogany body and a rosewood fretboard. So, and I think it was made in Japan. There's no serial number, but this Lotus is not a company anymore, but they made like Stratocaster knockoffs of Fender and Gibson Les Paul knockoffs in the 70s and 80s, and they're not around anymore. So it's kind of cool to have this guitar restored to its rightful condition. So it does the chug really well. So and then these pickups are really cool. I had Patrick put a bleed circuit in so I can, you know, that's on the bridge pickup. And we go here in the middle. So that's got the three-way switch. I had them put on a new switch because it was messed up, and new knobs, new speed knobs, so they're really nice. So if I go to the neck position, and I'm going to do a clean demo as well. That's this neck humbucker. So that's the neck humbucker, and if I go to the bridge again, the bridge sounds really good on distortion. So now if I put on a clean channel on my amp, I screwed up. I always hit the wrong switch and it sounds like shit. So if I hit this, and then I increase the brightness on the clean channel, turn up my volume. So then I go back to the neck, see how it sounds on clean. So and then you can play some progression chords, see how it sounds. And then see how it sounds. My tech, I wanted to try a really low action on the guitar, so he set it really low. I'm still getting used to that because my guitars have 2 out action. So that's the neck pickup. Sounds pretty good. I was worried because when I read about the Phat screamers, I knew they would be good for high gain type stuff, these Phat screamers from Dragonfire, but I was worried about cleans. It sounds to have a nice clean, when I dial back the volume, the cleans are actually really nice. And I go back to neck humbucker. They're not muddy, which is really encouraging. I mean, not everybody plays high gain music, so you know, having cleans is important for solos. And if we put on some delay, a little reverb, I got my EHX Canyon reverb pedal. I love that thing for the money. The cool thing is the strap for my Sur fits this perfectly, so I don't have to buy another strap. That sucked. I just play for fun. I always try to get better. I don't claim to be no guitar virtuoso like half the people on YouTube. It's my therapy. It keeps me out of trouble. But I did start taking lessons again, and it's really helping me a lot with my playing, you know. I think it's important to play cleans because everyone plays high gain, and the biggest complaint I hear on YouTube videos is people play with too much distortion and gain and not enough clean. And being that these are high gain pickups, I kind of wanted to test how clean sound on them. They sound pretty good. And then if I go both positions, get a little more of the action from both humbuckers. And back to humbuckers. So it's dirtier in the bridge humbucker, which is to be expected. It tends to be with high gain pickups, but the neck pickup is beautiful. So that's the bridge, which is the high gain, more high gain I would expect. So you have gain, but not too bad. And I think the treble bleed switch that my tech put in cleans it up a bit so it's more clear. Because I had everything done to this baby. I had the pickups, the knobs, the switches, I even had this new nut put in. My tech put it in. He was nice enough. He saw that I needed a new nut. I'm not a guitar tech, so he saw that. And another tech had told me the nut was falling apart. And then these tuners are really good. And then on the back, I don't have the wiring, but I'll upload a picture. The wiring was shot to hell. So if you look here, look how shitty these tuners are. These are the original tuners that came with the guitar. They're all like, they're functional, but look how rusted and shit they were. These are all rusted out. These were the tuners that came with the guitar. I think the original ones from like over 20 years ago. And then check this out. These are you're gonna laugh when I show you the pickups that this guitar came with. So, cause I asked my tech to save me the pickups, I wanted to keep them. He said, yeah, you could probably use them like a microphone. So, cause that's so much. So this was the original, check this out. This was the original bridge that came with the guitar. The tailpiece, I always mix them up, but look how rusted out. This shit is rusted out really bad. And then this is the, yeah, this was the original HS. I have no idea where that came from. But look how fucked up that is. So, and then you're gonna laugh when I show you the wiring and the pickups. This is the original wiring. It was functional still, but according to my tech, it really was low quality, and so it's all like rusted and shit. So when I got this guitar, it sounded like a dead cat met a zombie and was reanimated and was gonna have a heart attack. It sounded good for like special effects, but I wanted a playable guitar. So, and this is the original pickups that came with the guitar. Look how fucked up these are. These are all rusted. These are fucked up. Look at that. Doesn't even, like my tech say, yeah, they're not even potted. The paper is all fucking coming off and shit. Look at that. So I was like, yeah, I made a good decision to buy new pickups. And I talked to my tech about that. But I didn't have, you know, money for the Seymour Duncan $200 pickups or whatever, and a used set's like $100, over $100. And I didn't have $300 for bare knuckles or boutique ones. And I looked at prices on this guitar, the ones that are like when I got this in the bad condition it was, and before I had all the work done, even the ones in perfect condition were only selling for a few $100 that had like brand new fancy or this and that. So like, yeah, I'm not dropping $300 in this guitar. We'll try these pickups out and see how they sound. And I'm impressed with the Phat screamers from Dragonfire. No, I don't work for them, and I'm not endorsed by them, so they're not paying me to say this. I watched a bunch of videos and I said, well, it's only $30-40. If they suck, it's still better than what the pickups I had in the guitar when I got it. So I'm not going to be out more than a few bucks. So yeah. So anyways, let's do. I want to show you what it sounds like high gain drop tuned. So let me turn the volume down, turn off the delay, put distortion back on. Okay, so I got distortion back on. Delay can be good with distortion, but for what I'm doing, it's not. So, oh, you know what? I think this came unplugged. Yeah, actually I unplugged my drop tune whammy pedal. So let me put it. Okay, so now it's in E flat. Oh man, I hope I put it. That's in the neck pickup position. Put it in humbucker. So that's the E flat tuning. So if I drop it down to like really low tuning, see how it sounds. I think that's like let's see, E flat, D. I think that's like drop C or something close to that. Who needs a 7-string when this will do the job? I was debating to buy a 7-string, but I have a drop tune pedal and I don't need to spend money anymore on it. So let's see if I do. It's back to E flat. Cool, so it does drop tuning pretty well, and the whammy sounds cool with it, if I'm doing whammy stuff. Cool. Yeah. So this is a cool guitar. I just, I'm impressed with the pickups too, and the action is low. I like lower action. It's cool. So that works. So now if I put a lot of delay on it, I can do some crazy stuff. I have a lot of feedback. By the way, that EHX Cannon is an awesome delay pedal. It does some crazy effects. So I'll do a pick straight. So yeah, this guitar has a lot of potential now after I restored it. The only thing I need to do for it really is it needs a fret job on some of the lower frets. It has some issues, but considering everything else is good for now. And I want to see this was rated as good for harmonics, so let's see if I can get some good harmonics on it before I close. That's cool. See if I can get some good squealies out of it. Some of my guitars are really easy to get squealies. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that sounds cool. I guess that switch picks. I like this pick. The really thick picks. I think this is like a protrudery pick. I like this one a lot. Oh yeah. So for pitch harmonics, you gotta get close to the pickup hole, and no teacher showed me how to do it. I had to learn on my own, but you basically touch the string of the skin. It takes a lot of practice to get it pulled off right. What's cool if you do a harmonic and then a squealy and a bend. Here we go. That said, if you're looking for a bargain Les Paul, you don't want to buy a Epiphone, I have to say Lotus are a really good buy right now because their mahogany body and rosewood fretboard is higher quality than the cheap guitars you see for $200. And if you find one in good condition, you just put hot pickups in, and you got an awesome like Les Paul type guitar. And if I play, in closing another riff. I fucked up on that. So will this replace my favorite guitar, which is my Sir Modern Satin? Probably not, but I will say it is a good backup guitar and it's good enough to gig with. So I feel the money spent, I think I spent about, I don't know, a little over I think I lose track, between $200 and $300 to have the parts and everything put together and redone on this guitar. So I think it's better than most guitars for $300, and even used guitars need work. So I don't think it's money badly spent, because now it plays like a Les Paul and it sounds as hot as a Les Paul, and you don't have to spend $3 grand on a Les Paul. And it's super easy to bend notes. I notice with action, most of the guitars I bought have way too high action. And this thing I can do like, if I do it like tapping's easy. Bends are easy. So I can do like a double bend. Cool, so I hope you enjoyed this, and I recommend for parts, used parts, there's a few places online that have pretty good quality parts for the money. Guitar Fetish is good. I like the tuners. I had some problems initially with them, but then he came through and finally sent the missing parts after I was mad, and I said, you know, you didn't send me all the parts. The parts are good, the bridge and stuff. The bridge and 12-piece and tuners are Guitar Fetish brand. They're affordable. And then the pickups I really like. I was taking a chance. They're Dragonfire. These are called Phat screamers, like P-H-A-T screamers. And for the money, I mean, they look cool and they sound good for high gain stuff. And the cleans are pretty good too. I didn't expect the cleans to be good, but they are. And then, you know, I just had these knobs put on, these black knobs. I like them, the speed knobs. They're only a couple bucks. So yeah, I mean, I got this guitar free from my sister, and I just couldn't see throwing it in the trash can because it's my sister. I love her, and it's family, so it's like sentimental value. So I had to bring it back to life because it sounded like a dead cat having a heart attack when I plugged it in, when I got it from her to my amp. And I had to, you know, the jack was all messed up, so I had to, you know, redo all this stuff. But the good thing, it wasn't really expensive, you know, the parts and everything. I mean, if I would have bought, you know, $200, I mean, these Phat screamers are comparable to Seymour Duncan makes a brand. I think they call Phat Cats or something. I mix up the names with pickup brands, but they're like, you know, 4 or 5 times more. And DiMarzios are the same expensive price, and EMGs are expensive, and these are passives. So for passive pickup, they sound really good. I'm pleased with it because I have a lot of other guitars I can compare them to, and they sound, you know, up there with my more expensive guitars like my Sir and my Gibson, my ESP, and my Kiesel, which cost, you know, over $1,000. Those are expensive guitars. So, and this sounds better than my Ibanez, which is a cheap piece of garbage. I have the Ibanez Micro. It works, you know. Now pretty much I'd have to probably the short scale on it. It makes it difficult to keep it in tune all the time. So it's more of a wall painting, but it was like $100. But anyways. Keep rocking. Subscribe.